Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan, and welcome to our wonderful hatha yoga class. So today we're going to do two parts. Part one will end in child's pose, some nice stretches, a little sequence, and then part two we're going to get into a lovely flow, which will start from mountain pose. So you can do both, one or the other, whatever you feel like doing, all right? And just for those who want to know what day it is today, it's March 16th, all right? Beautiful sunny day, and just waiting for spring, and it's almost there. So, comfortable on your sit bones, back is nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed. Now the breathing is in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice, long, smooth breath. Always try and suspend your breath between inhale and exhale, just for a few seconds, just to kind of regulate. You get a rhythm going with the breathing. So just do what you can, relax, listen to your body, do what feels good, honor how your body feels. If there's something we're going to do that's going to aggravate a condition or cause you pain, or if you're a little hesitant, take it easy, back off. You don't have to do it. Or if you want to try it, I'll give you some other little places you can go as well, all right? You can always move according to how you feel, all right? So that being said, comfortable on your sit bones, back is nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed. For our pranayama today, we're going to sit in Ganesh mudra, or they call it the bear grip, all right? So for our female yoginis, left hand gripped, just like a little grip your fingers, just hook your fingers. Left to the front, right to the back. For our male yogis, right to the front, left to the back. The right side of the body is the male side, the left side is the female side. So just a gentle grip. You can rest them on your arms on your lap if you like, or you can have your arms along your heart center if you want. All right. So this position here stimulates the heart and intensifies concentration. The elephant god is acknowledged as the conqueror of obstacles. Use this mudra when you're struggling. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Slow down the breath. Just breathe. Relax those shoulders. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind, and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. For one more breath. And from here, I'd like you to bring your hands together. All right. Let's rub and vigorously activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev. One more nice long smooth breath together. Inhale. And on the exhale, drop 3 fingers, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. Take a nice long smooth breath. And on the exhale, let's see if we can come up nice and high. If this bothers your shoulders, you can adjust yourself. You can bring your arms down a little lower if you like. Sitting nice and tall in those sit bones, let's wake up that physical body. Let's wake up that spine. Reach up and breathe. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers. Just relax and breathe. So I'm going to try and cue you on the breathing. So when I say the next exhale or your next exhale is when I want you to move. We always move on the exhale. So take one more breath. And on the exhale, I want you to release the hands and inhale into a gentle back bend. Or if you're not that flexible, just reach up to the ceiling. Let's start really lengthening that body. Stretch it out. Breathe. Keep that breath going. Every breath you take is long and it's smooth the whole time we're together. One more. And on the exhale, bring the arms down. Slow and gentle with those shoulders. Come all the way down, hands right onto the floor. All right, so comfortable on your sit bones, hands right in front. I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this one here. If you can, just lean forward, bend the elbows, stay right here. If you're a little bit more flexible or a little stronger and you want to crawl on your fingers and go a little further, absolutely. This particular one, make sure that your back stays straight, your head is level with your spine, and you're hinging with the hips. So try not to be round and, bow to your head too much, all right? Just do what you can. Big breath. Exhale. Just lean full. Focus on leaning forward. Just keep your hands on the floor. And those of you, like I said, who want to go further, you can go as far as you like. Keeping the breath in mind, this is going to start lengthening the spine, releasing the shoulders, really starting to stretch the muscles up and down your back. If you want to bow your head a little for comfort, that's fine. Just don't bow too far that you actually curl your upper spine. Make those little adjustments as you go along to find the place that feels just right for you. One more breath. And on the next exhale, stay low and let's shift our body weight. Slide your hands to the left. Now the weight's on the left thigh, right hip stays on the floor. Here again, just go as far as comfortable. If you're really tight and stiff and you've never really done this before, you don't have to go very far to feel this. Those of you who want, you can go a little further if you'd like. And start stretching and releasing the whole right side of your body. One more breath. On the next exhale, stay low, shift your body weight, slide all the way to the right. The weight's on the right thigh, left hip on the floor. Again here, go as far as you can. Try to relax the shoulders. Close your eyes if that helps you relax, if that helps you connect with your breath, close your eyes. Again, don't worry about how far you go. When you feel that place, that's where you need to be. That's when you're going to decide as well if you want to go deeper or if you need to back up. And while we're here, let's release the tension we hold in our face. So squeeze and release the muscles all around your face. Just tighten your face as much as you can and hold it. And then let it go. Let all that tension filter through your body and sink into the ground for one more breath. On the next exhale, stay low, come to center. Come all the way up. Perfect. Roll the shoulders out if you need to. Roll them out. Starting to release the tension into the shoulders and into the neck. And every so often, roll them out on your own if you like. The further we go into our practice, the looser you get, the easier it is. All right, so let's do a nice little stretch. So this particular one here, I'm going to show you 3 ways to do it. First of all, if you can, elbow on the floor without the right hip, the left elbow on the floor, but right without the right hip coming off. If you find this is a little too intense, this is where our little block comes in. So if you can't get to the floor, we bring the floor up to you. You can set your block and rest your elbow on your block. And if you don't have a block, just put your hand out to the side, bend the elbow, and do it that way. All right, so you decide on what feels good. Right hand on right knee, left hand on the floor, on the block, or out here. Let's go. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Now the right arm, try to have it lined up to the side of the body, to the neck, not leaning forward or tilted back as best as you can. Reach up here. If you can reach a little bit more to the left, depending on how you feel. Make sure left elbow and shoulder are lined up if you're on the elbow. If you want, you can put your hand on your hip and do it this way as well. This is a nice stretch for the whole side of the body. Spread those fingers like rays of sunshine. One more breath. On the exhale, right hand to right knee, stay in this position with the left elbow. Take a breath. On the exhale, push away. Bring the right shoulder a little closer to the left knee. You can soften the elbow or keep it straight. This is an upper back shoulder stretch, and you should feel it all the way down. Breathe. Keep that breath going. Don't hold your breath. And on the next exhale, bend the elbow, stay low, come to center, come up. All right, counter pose. Let's go to the other side. If you're using your little block, take it with you. Make sure you're comfortable. Right hand on the floor, on the block, or out here. Left hand, left knee, straight spine. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Relax the shoulders. Come back to the breath. Feel that breath. The breath is there to guide you. Try to slow it down. On the next exhale, left hand to left knee. And exhale, push away. So I don't want you to be aggressive in your stretches, or don't force your body. Like I said, even if you move a little bit and that's as far as you can go, that's fine. That's where you need to be. Come back to the breath. On the exhale, bend the elbows, stay low, come to center, and all the way up. All right, roll the shoulders a little more. Okay, let's start loosening up those legs a little bit. Now, into our little butterfly. Now, make sure that your heels, there's a little bit of space between the heels and the groin area. This is a stretch for the inner thigh, for the pelvic floor, groin area, for the buttocks, releasing the tight buttocks, and of course, it's a gentle hip opener. So just try to relax the hips, all right? So 2 ways to do this one here. If you find sitting like this is as far as you can go or want to go, just keep your hands on your legs, but keep your back straight. Head is level with your spine. Just relax and hang out here and breathe. But if you want to go a little bit deeper, hands on the ankles, you can lean forward, gently pressing on the knees, all right? But again, keep your back straight. Head is level with your spine and hinging with the hips. So whatever feels good for you. Take your breath. Exhale as you lean forward. Now, if you're leaning forward, don't put a lot of pressure on the knees. Focus on leaning forward as opposed to pressing on the knees. Try to relax your knees, your thighs, your hips. Let it go. Just let them go. Always come back to the breath. The breath is smooth, it's slow, and it's complete. If you find your breath changes, if it becomes labored or if it becomes too a little quick, or if you kind of lose track of your breath, that's when you have to stop. Do a little checklist through your body. Check your position, see what you're doing. Maybe you're going a little too much. Maybe you're moving too fast. You know, make little adjustments. On the exhale, come up. Nice and slow. Perfect. All right. Now I'd like you to straighten the left leg. The right foot into the cusp of the knee. All right. Now we're going to do a single leg stretch. If you find this is a little too intense, slide your foot along the side of your calf. Make that little adjustment. Sometimes something like that, a little adjustment like that makes all the difference. And if you find, you know, it's a little hard on the knee, you can always use your block and kind of rest your knee on your block. You can do that if that helps with the hip. All right. Little adjustments. All right. So from here, we are going to do a single leg stretch. So this is all about the back, the left leg, the hamstring, the knee, and the calf. All right. So both hands on the knee. From here, either you can just lean forward, stay here, but if you're a little more flexible, you can slide your hands down, and if you want to grab your foot, you can. All right, again, back stay straight, so try not to be rolling the shoulders and hunching over, all right? Ready? Big breath. Exhale. Now, while you're in this position, however you set yourself up, try to release the knee and your quad. If they're tight, let them go. Let it go. Releasing the tension in the body. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly. Perfect. All right. Now, stay in this position a little bit longer. I'd like you to take your right foot. If you can, tuck it in nice and tight into the groin area. All right, the heel's nice and tight. If this is a little too intense for the for your thigh, your hip, or your knee, slide it down. Make that adjustment if you'd like. Okay. This is our half butterfly. So hands right here. Take a breath. On the exhale, you can either lean forward, stay here, bend the elbows, or come right down on the forearm if you'd like. Breathe. Back is straight, my head is level with my spine. Try to relax the left leg. So this is our half butterfly. This is a kind of a dual purpose stretch. You can feel the hamstring of the left leg, but it's a very deep stretch for the hip and the thigh, even the knee of the right leg. So it's a little bit working both legs in a little different way. One more breath. Exhale, come up. Now, if you can, stay in this position. If you're finding it's a bit intense, like I said, loosen it up a little bit. Let's do a twist pose from here. Let's do our half butterfly twist pose. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind the back. This is for our spine. Take your breath to center, and on the exhale, look over the right shoulder. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. Breathe. Gentle twist for the spine. Don't torque your back or your neck. You very slowly. And even if you move just a bit, that's okay. Try to keep the breath going. Even in the twist pose, the breath is smooth and it's complete. So the twist pose is focusing on releasing the spine, keeping it nice and flexible and supple. Balanced, strong. One more breath. Exhale, center. All right, let's go to the other side. Let's gently release the leg, straighten it out, get the kink out of that leg. Let's go to this one here. Same thing, into the cusp of the knee or along the calf of that if that works better, all right? Like there's always room to make little adjustments. You find the place that feels good for you, all right? So let's focus on the right leg, on the hamstring, the knee, and the calf. Again, straight spine, big breath. Exhale. Relax the knee and the quad, let it go. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly come up. Moving your body slowly, carefully, and very, very gently. There's no rush, it's not a race. All right, let's take that left foot. If you can, tuck it in nice and tight. If it's not comfortable, again, make that adjustment. All right, let's do our half butterfly. Hands in front. Big breath, exhale, either bend the elbows, lean forward. You can crawl your fingers, or if you're feeling a little extra, you can come down on the forearm. Release the knee and the thigh. If it's tight, let it go. Breathe. One more. On the exhale, come up, slow. Let's go into our twist pose from here. Again, make that adjustment if your leg's a little bit too, if it's too intense for the leg. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind the back. Take a breath. On the exhale, look over the left shoulder. Twist pose is a wonderful position as well, and it massages all your internal organs. So really releasing, squeezing out all the old blood and toxins. So stimulating all the organs, all those yummy parts deep down inside. For one more breath. Exhale, come back to center slowly. All right. And let's release, finally. Straighten that leg. Okay. Now, let's work some ankles and our feet, all right? So from here, this is our staff pose. So sitting tall, being aware of your posture, relaxing the shoulders, all right? So we're gonna do arms and our ankles and feet and wrists and hands together today. So I want you just to reach out, bring the arms lower, open the fingers up, all right? Bend at the wrist. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do circles, just around, and let's see if we can do the ankles at the same time. 3 in and 3 out. So let's go, inhale around, exhale, center, pause. Releasing, articulating the ankles and the wrists. Just move them around as best you can. Try not to move your legs and your arms, just the wrists and the ankles. A nice circle. Get some movement in there. Perfect. All right. And relax. All right. So now let's work the toes and the fingers. I want you just to wiggle them around. Play piano with your toes if you can. Wiggle them around. Really get some movement. Move those fingers and those toes around. All right. Perfect. And let's stretch them out. Stretch out the toes and the fingers. Exhale. Claw. Curl the toes in. Again, open. Stretch them out. And then close them. And then relax. Relax. All right. Okay. Roll the shoulders out. Let's get into our table. Let's get onto our hands and knees now. So, comfortable on your hands and knees. With my students, my classes, I often offer little pads. If you need a little extra padding for your knees or your wrists, you can use a thin towel, a thin blanket, if you'd like. All right, this is our table, another neutral position, and checking the alignment, ankle to knee, knee to hip, knees are hip distance apart, elbows, shoulders, wrists lined up, head is level with your spine. Let's do some cat and cow. Inhale, head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. Exhale as you arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Try to relax your thighs while you do this. Follow the breath. Inhale up into your cow. Exhale into your cat. This is all about lengthening the spine, releasing upper back. This is a wonderful stretch for your lower back. Again, up. And breath and motion, meditation, motion, cat and cow. And bring yourself to straight, neutral spine. All right, let's do a nice little hip stretch. We're going to do a couple things with our hips today. So from here, take a breath. On the exhale, I want you to push the hip out to the right, but I want you to look at the floor between your hands. Just push it out. It's not going to go that far. It's a nice stretch for the hip abductor, for your buttock as well, and lower back. On the exhale, swing those hips to the left, but look at the floor between your hands. And one last time, let's go. Exhale to the right. I'm going to do one more time to the left as well. And back. Exhale. And back to center. All right, shake the hands and wrists out if you need to. We're going to stay in this position a little longer. If you need to go on your fists, that changes the angle of the wrist if that helps with your wrists, all right? Now, let's do a nice little sunbird. The sunbird is all about mobility, range of motion of the hip. It's going to work the thigh, the buttock as well, but all about the hip. So let me show you quickly. I'm going to inhale, knee to elbow. I don't have to touch the knee to the elbow. And exhale back. That's it. And when you bring your leg back, level to your back or lower is fine, but not way up here. That's really hard to do anyway. All right? 3 on each side. Ready? Let's go. Right leg. Inhale, exhale back. You can feel your buttocks working, lower back as well. Core muscles helping you move that heavy leg around. Inhale in, perfectly balanced, nothing is moving but the leg. Follow the breath. Knee on the floor, other side. Inhale, left knee, and back. Inhale in and back, exhale. One more. And knee on the floor. All right. Now, just lean back, shake the hands and wrists out. I'm going to do a quick little flow. This one is a little dragon flow. This is all about the thighs and the hips. So, I'd like you to get into your left low lunge. Just like that. All right. Again, alignment. It's very important your bones are stacked one on top of the other, keeping you nice and safe. And good for your joint stability. Ankle to knee, knee to hip. All right, this is a low lunge. So we're going to do a little dragon sequence. All right, so we're going to start with our baby dragon. From here, take a breath. On the exhale, come down, hands on the floor. You can go on your fingertips or knuckles. Just like this, stay nice and straight. This is our baby dragon. Dragon flying high, come up, cross at the wrist, straighten the spine. This is our little wings, dragon flying high, breathe. And next is dragon flying low, both hands on the inside of the left. Right here, try to keep your legs straight if you can. And that's it. One more breath. Exhale, table. Let's go to the other side. Right lunge. Just getting yourself in this position is working the hip. Line everything up. Make sure you're nice and safe. Low lunge. Let's try baby dragon. Take a breath. Exhale. Legs nice and straight. Dragon flying high. This is going to challenge your balance as well. Little wings. Dragon flying low. Now this one here, this is a good place to be. Try to keep your legs straight. Those of you who are a little stronger, you can bend your elbows, you come down a little lower. And even coming all the way down on the forearm, that's a very deep stretch for the thigh and the hip. So take it easy. Try not to be wiggling around too much. There's a few other dragons, but we're just going to focus on these ones today. And this is all about stretching the hamstrings, opening up the hips, relaxing, loosening up those tight hips. All right. And table. Let's get into child's pose. Let's take a little rest. Open up the knees wider. Take a breath. On the exhale, scooch back. Now, child's pose is a resting, neutral, and full body stretch. Make sure your head and your neck are supported. You can rest your forehead on your stacked fists. If you have a block, you can rest your forehead on your block, either on your stacked hands or on the floor. But like I said, head and shoulders, make sure your head and your neck are supported so that you can rest your body. Just let it all go. And like I said, this is child's pose balasana. And now's the time to thank yourself for being here today, for taking the time and making a little time for yourself to be on your mat, to rest, to breathe, to re-energize, maybe just to step away from the busyness of our lives, or maybe just to turn everything off, turn the noises off, maybe part of your self-care and your self-soothing. For whatever reason brings you onto your mat. It doesn't really matter. So just think about how you feel when you sit down and how you're going to feel when you get off your mat. So come as you are and leave as who you want to be. So just rest. I'm going to pause this class for now, and then I'm going to resume in a few minutes to go to part 2. So if you want to join me for part 2, we're going to get up to mountain. I'm going to do a nice little flow. If you're happy with staying where you are, doing this class again, absolutely. All right, so stay tuned.